LightSpeed Quiz 2018, number 4, Bletchingdon, Oxford. Fresh after his triumphant appearance on television, in charge, along with his brother, it's Chris Curtis, and he's going to be starting on
art.
Okay, these films are probably not the same as what you've been watching on the previous ones. We're trying to go a bit lower tech. It still takes 3 hours to get started, but you don't even notice that. Good luck, everybody. I can see the questions. We are good to go. Green lights, everybody?
Yep. Green light.
Yep.
Okay. Tip to win this. Competition, Ashton Davis, arts. Amit's going to win this.
Okay, so it's arts incorporating art, architecture, food, language and literature. Question 1. This painting was originally called A Child's World, and the original model was the grandson of the artist William James. Is Amit?
Bubbles.
Is correct.
Oh, come on.
I love that programme.
Question 2. This novel tells the tale of Edward, who's given a commission in the Hanoverian army and posted to Dundee. He becomes intrigued by the clan McAvoy and, encouraged by the beautiful Flora, Edward takes up the Jacobite cause. When the Jacobite cause fails, Edward receives a pardon as a result of saving Colonel Talbot in battle. This novel, published anonymously in 1814, is the author's first venture into prose fiction and is often regarded as the first historical novel in the Western tradition. Name this novel by Walter Scott is Vince.
Kidnapped.
Incorrect. And Steve?
Ivanhoe.
Is incorrect. Name this novel by Walter Scott after which the principal role...
Heart of Middleton.
No!
Incorrect.
Yes. Waverley.
Is correct.
Why did I say patience, Luke? Patience.
I was waiting for him to say named after, and then
Please don't tell me he's in the lead. Daniel.
Okay. Question 3. This 3-word Latin phrase is used by the genie in Disney's Aladdin. In common law, it indicates that an item or a service has been traded in return for something of value. Is Lee.
quid pro quo.
Is correct.
Oh, I thought it was in first.
Amit's got a point up there. Oh, you got the first one.
Yeah.
The first one,
That's
yeah.
right.
Pebbles.
Question 4.
You can use your fingers as a touch screen if you want.
No, I prefer the mouse.
Okay. Okay, just look.
This style of architecture began in late 16th century Italy and was often used to express the triumph of the Catholic Church. Common features of this architecture include gigantism of proportions, a large open central space where everyone could see the altar, twisting columns, theatrical effects including light coming from a cupola above. Lee.
Rococo.
Is incorrect.
Oh, fine. Thanks for cutting that one out. There's about 2 left now, isn't there?
Dramatic interior effects created with bronze and gilding, clusters of sculpted angels and other figures high overhead, and an extensive use of trompe-l'oeil. The culmination of this style in England comes with Sir John Vanbrugh and Nicholas Hawksmoor. Is Amit.
Gothic.
Is incorrect.
Back to basics.
Castle Howard and Blenheim Palace, Ashton.
Palladium.
Is incorrect.
Oh, that's another one out.
Are English examples of which architectural style? Steve.
Neo-Gothic.
Is incorrect.
Don't lose anything.
Oh, sorry.
I'll sort that while you're asking the questions.
Anybody else? Sorry, Curtis Jr.
Rock.
is correct.
Oh, yeah.
Curtis Jr.
Yeah, sorry, yes. Yeah, you were. Okay. Question.
reset.
Thank you. Question 5. This alcoholic drink is produced in a variety of styles and made primarily from the Palomino grape. The region that this drink originates from was conquered by the Moors in 711 AD, and distillation was introduced, leading to its development. The drink is Brendan
Sherry.
is correct.
Sherry's distilled.
It's fortified, so
It's fortified, so you have to have
something distilled
distillation
we added
before
to
you-
it.
Brendan. Fish where you left off on Wednesday night.
Spawny guess.
Question 6.
Reset,
This
please.
thank you. Yep. This sculpture was originally named to the poet and was initially a figure in a large commission begun in 1880 for a doorway surround called the Gates of Hell. Amit
The thinker.
is correct.
No, it's better something like that.
Question 7.
Reset.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that. I shall have to keep an eye on that. Designed...
I can do that.
It's all right.
I can.
No, it'll be okay. Designed by I.M. Pei, this building, Amit,
It's the glass pyramid outside the Louvre.
is incorrect.
Jumped in there.
This building rises above the shores of Lake Erie. It is a combination of bold geometric forms and dynamic cantilevered spaces that are anchored by a 162-foot tower. The tower supports a dual triangular shaped glass tent that extends at its base onto a 65,000 square foot plaza that provides a main entry facade. The first floor is the entrance level and includes a cafe and a stage that's used for various special performances and events throughout the year. The second floor includes several interactive kiosks that feature programmes on one-hit wonders and a gallery with... Steve
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
is correct.
I've never.
Oops, reset.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with Ohio apart from the snow and the rain. I really love.
Question
to
8.
see the Rock
This
and Roll.
word could arguably be used to describe some of the people in this room. In Western Europe, the first work to use it in its title was published by...
Sorry, that was a mistake.
Mulligan.
Okay, I will let you reset. Okay. The first work to use it in its title was published by Johann von Bauer, a Hamburg philosopher. It is derived from the Greek meaning having learned much, and is used to refer to a person whose expertise spans a significant... Brendan
Polymath.
is correct.
Thank you for being first there, Brendan.
What were you going to say?
Geek. Give me the geek on there. They were the only two options I had looking at somebody in this room.
Question 9. This alcoholic 20th century artist died aged 44 in a single vehicle alcohol-related car accident. Among his early works was Composition with Pouring One. He signed a gallery contract with Peggy Guggenheim in July 1943 and received a commission. Ashton
Pollock.
is correct.
Oh, that was.
Jack the Dripper.
We all wanted to get a little go at that, didn't we? Well done.
Question 10. The ideas behind this diet can be traced to Walter Voltzgling and were popularised in the best-selling books of Lauren Cordain.
I'm going to go for Atkins.
Is incorrect. I had Atkins last year. We'll do it again.
I probably got it last year, but a complete guess.
No, Rhodesley got it very quickly.
Yeah.
He did.
It's highly popular among CrossFit athletes and typically includes vegetables, fruits, nuts, roots and meat. Gavin
Paleo?
is correct.
Got to be paleo, hasn't it? Stupid t-shirt distracting me.
Question 11. The protagonist of this novel is Bill Mason, a biologist who's made his living working with tall, venomous, carnivorous plants capable of locomotion. Steve
David Triffers.
is correct.
Oh, Brendan didn't have a fan out there. Curtis Jr. No, 10th of a second.
Yeah. Eons.
12% of a second. It's like.
Question 12. When can their glory fade? Oh, the wild charge they made is the beginning of the... Ashton
Charge of the Light Brigade.
is correct.
Oh, he knew.
Question 13. Jenny got this very, very quickly yesterday. I was very impressed. But there we go.
That's Genesis' daughter. Like,
This artist's subversive epigrams combine dark humour with images executed in distinctive stenciling technique. Steve
Banksy.
is very good. That was about the point she got it at. as well.
And it was again. 400th of a second. I said, I knew you'd press because I saw you.
Question 14. In considering this 19th century novel, Sarah Elbert states that the author created a new form of literature, one that took elements from romantic children's fiction and combined it with others from sentimental novels, resulting in a totally new format. Elbert argued that within this novel can be found the first vision of the all-American girl, and that her multiple aspects are embodied in the differing March sisters? Lee
Little Women.
is correct.
God, how far behind can you be?
Whoa.
Ashton and me were like
Oh,
a hundredth of a second and less between us two, and you were in front. Well done, Lee. Immigrants, we get the job done.
Question 15. This architect's exploration of the aesthetic possibilities of reinforced concrete was highly influential in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, and is regarded as a key figure in the development of modern architecture. He collaborated with Le Corbusier and others on the design of the UN headquarters in New York, and was awarded the Pritzker Prize in 1988. Although an avowed atheist, many of his works are for churches and religious buildings, such as the Church of St. Francis of Assisi and the Cathedral of Brasilia. Name this Brazilian architect.
Oh,
Amit
Oscar Niemeyer.
is correct.
but I think we should all been in just a tad early the moment Brazil was mentioned there.
Yeah.
Question 16. This culinary term covers the preparation and serving of specially prepared vinegared rice combined with varied ingredients. Gavin
Sushi.
is correct.
Oh, boom.
17. The statue was commissioned in 1909 by Carl Jacobsen, the son of the founder of Carlsberg, who'd been fascinated. Steve
Little Mermaid.
is correct.
What a time difference.
Yeah.
I've put a hat on the Little Mermaid and photographed it.
Question 18. Originally housed in the Crystal Palace at Sydenham Hill, this museum opened to the public in 1920, and in 1936 the museum acquired a permanent home that was previously the Bethlehem Royal Hospital in Southwark. Lee
Imperial War Museum.
is correct.
Oh, good answer.
19. The English words cobra and banana have their origins in this language. It is a Western Romance language that has evolved from several dialects of Vulgar Latin in the medieval kingdom of Galicia, and has kept some Celtic phonology and lexicon. With approximately 215 to 220 million native speakers and 260 million total speakers, it is usually listed as the 6th most natively spoken. Ashton
Portuguese.
is correct.
Oh, nice.
How far?
Oh,
Hundredth of a second.
anyone could have this.
I was waiting for Luciphone to come up there, were you?
Yeah, it does come up later on. And question 20. This fictional character has the middle name Wilberforce, after his father won money on a horse named Wilberforce in the Grand National the day before his christening, and insisted on his son carrying. Ashton
Worcester.
is correct.
Oh, I so wanted to say it. Well done, you've won the quiz as well, I think.
We have music incorporating pop, jazz, classical and radio. Has everybody got green on their screen? Cool. Okay, number 1. The origin of this band's name is a slang expression used by Allied troops from the First World War, referring to the twitching of corpses hanging on. Ashton
Spandau Ballet.
is correct.
Music is your cup
It's not
of
why
tea.
music is one of the worst subjects.
Question
That's not really a
2.
music question, is it?
Question 2. This musical is the first written by Cyndi Lauper and is based on a Amit.
Kinky Woods.
Very good. That's the point Jelly got it as well. Yep. Question 3. This singer, who had a number 1 in the UK in 1967, provided the voice of Dr. Robotnik in The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. In a 1997 interview with German TV, he claimed to be the last person to see Mark Bolan alive. He was 6'7" tall, hence his nickname. Steve.
Long John Baldry.
Very good.
Let the heartaches begin.
That's
I was going
the
for
one.
Engelbert Humperdinck on 67, but that was like 68 and 66 as well, wasn't it?
Okay. Number 4. This orchestral piece was originally written as a ballet for Diaghilev's Ballet Russe and choreographed by Nijinsky. The original outline was of a pagan celebration of a new season where a young... Amit.
Rite of Spring.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's correct.
I love your questions because the moment somebody presses it, a few of people go, oh, come on, why don't we go on that? It's just perfect.
Question 5. I don't want to know your name because you don't look the same the way you did before are the opening lyrics to which song? A number 2 hit in the UK in 1975, it reached number 1 on the iTunes Rock Chart in 2016 after being included on the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The title refers to groupies following the band. Name this 1970s hit single for Sweet. Question ends. Steve. No,
Blockbuster.
No. Lee.
Coco.
No. Ashton.
Ballroom Blitz.
No. Nobody?
Fox on the Run?
Right?
Amit?
Is it like Wham Bam?
No. It is Fox on the Run.
Yeah. I want to say Fox on the Run, but I was trying to try and relate it to groupies.
The way you did before.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Is that how they sing it?
Okay. Question 6. It was first broadcast from Newquay, Cornwall, on Monday the 23rd of July 1973. Its largest attendance was on Sunday the 30th. Ashton.
Radio 1 Roadshow.
Very good.
Oh.
Fantastic answer.
Ashton should be on... Oh, yeah, that's right, sorry.
Question 7. This song was originally offered to Kylie Minogue, but she rejected it. A dance song with elements of Bhangra music, it features varied instruments such as surf guitar and samples of Bollywood strings. It won the Best Dance Recording category at the 2005 Grammy Awards. Amit.
Toxic?
Very good. Yep.
Wow. I'm glad, because I was going to kiss on that one.
Question 8. Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love.
Oh.
Brendan.
Only you.
Yes, it is only me.
I'm still on this. I'm still in the verse. I hadn't even got to the
Question 9. Due to similarities with Oops Upside Your Head, the Gap Band received 17% songwriting credit for this song. It is influenced by the Minneapolis sound of the early 1980s. This song is reported to earn $100,000 per week. Amit.
Uptown Funk?
Is correct.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Question 10. This American keyboard player won the 2008 Grammy Award for Album of the Year for River, the Joni Letters, only the second jazz album ever to win the award. As a young pianist in 1963, he joined the Miles Davis Quintet and developed a taste for orchestral accompaniment. In the 1970s, he broadened his scope, incorporating electronic music. He won the Academy Award for Best Original Score in 1986 for the soundtrack of Round Midnight. Name this jazz keyboard player who won a Grammy in 1984 for the Best R&B Instrumental Performance for the single Rocket. Steve.
Herbie Hancock.
Is correct. Question 11. The original version of this song was recorded by American artist Gloria Jones in 1965. Steve.
Tainted Love.
Is correct.
Ha! Lee. It's a northern thing, isn't it?
Question 12. Michael Kidd, the choreographer for this musical, said that he had to find a way to have these backwoods men dance without looking ridiculous. Brendan.
Seven Brothers.
Is correct.
Dash it all. Damn you, Brendan.
Question 13. Pete Townsend called this song divine, a masterpiece. And music journalist Robert Christgau called it the most beautiful song in the English language. The video of a Kathy Dennis version has a cameo by the songwriter driving her in a taxi. Lee.
Big Yellow Taxi.
Is incorrect. He also performed the song at the closing ceremony of the 2012 London Olympics. Brendan
Waterloo Sunset.
is correct.
Brenda, look at that. Wow.
Question 14. The composer claimed in his 1870 autobiography that he had been inspired to write this opera by a stormy sea crossing made from Riga to London in July and August 1839. This work shows early attempts at using a number of leitmotifs associated with Amit.
Wagner.
Is incorrect.
Early.
Ashton
Flying Dutchman.
is the Flying Dutchman. Yeah. He's
Also,
Wagner,
it
but
was.
the question
It was.
after the
I thought
opera,
Wagner was much later than
No.
those dates.
I figured it would be this.
Did you minus
I
Ant-Man?
wasn't sure when
Oh, I
it
didn't
was
minus
composed.
something,
I
no.
only went in because you went in with that one. I'd forgotten to start the question whether he was asking for composer or opera.
Okay. 15. This American singer and bass player moved to England in 1971 after being spotted by record producer Mickey Most. Playing bass on the Cozy Powell hit Steve.
Please be Susie Quattro.
It is Susie Quattro.
Boom! Yes! Suck on that, guys.
70s questions, aren't they?
Question 16.
Mickey Mouse, most.
Jenny Faulkner, Toby Anstis and Emma Bunton are all broadcasters across this radio network. First broadcast... Oh, Brendan
Heart.
is correct.
Oh, yeah.
17. In February 2011, this group performed at the Super Bowl 45 halftime show. They date back to 1988, but achieved success when joined by Stacey Ferguson in 2002. Lee
Black Eyed Peas.
is correct.
No. Where was I? Miles
Way
behind.
behind. Yeah.
God.
Question 18. The singer in this song asks the bus driver to look for him as he's so worried about how his sweetheart will react to him coming home after doing his time. The singer has written and asked her... Ashton
Green Green Grass of Home.
is incorrect.
Oof, I thought it was when you
He's coming
buzzed.
back from prison, isn't he?
Yeah.
The singer has written and asked her to leave him a sign. He need not have worried. Brendan
Tie yellow.
No, we've done it again! Half a second. That's a huge amount, isn't it?
And now the whole darn bus is cheering because there are 100 of these around the old oak tree.
Excellent. Reset, please.
Yep. 19. This singer has recorded 3 songs that have won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. The first was It Goes Like It Goes from the 1979 film Norma Ray. The second, Steve,
Dusty Springfield.
is incorrect.
Oh.
Dusty Springfield sang that song.
The second and third are both duets, one from An Officer and a Gentleman and the other from Dirty Dancing. Brendan
Jennifer Warnes.
is correct.
Yeah, he's right. Sorry, Dusty Springfield was another one, wasn't it?
And question 20. On its release in October 1977, the original version of this album contained only 7 tracks. The album was developed from a futuristic version of Peter Pan called Neverland. The broadcast of a clip of the track on Old Grey Whistle Test created such an overwhelming response that a live performance of it and Paradise by the Dashboard Light,
Bloody hell.
Steve,
Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf.
is correct. And there you have it.
Well done. Good score.
Well to Brendan.
Right, well, let's take 5.